Hi, the brothers and sisters. I'm here for the explanation for the essential workers and due policy, as well as E74 visa and F260 visa as well. This is a visa in Korea, Mr. John, and today I'd like to explain more detailedly and to understand what is the new policy for the essential worker, and also E74 visa and F260 visa. Before we're starting to this Facebook live and the session, I really appreciate for the lot of the E9 visa holders and the brothers and sisters, and because of your great support and asking inquiry for lots of questions to know some more detailed information. That's why today I'm here in my office to explain the further about this new and sincere workers and the system. And I hope these explanation sessions would help you for better understanding and also how to do for the next time. It's a very important thing, especially E9 visa holders, because we're new sincere worker, the policy and has been studied, but actually it will be studied next year, but it is a very huge impact for the current E9 visa and brothers and sisters. And I will introduce you and explain for this new policy and for the essential workers, and as well as how to make your visa more stable, right? So I would explain E74 as well as F260 visa. Okay, I will start to right now for the sincere worker. What is the new policy for sincere worker? First of all, I will explain the current system. But usually E9 visa holders, right, apply their visa, and when they passed EPS topic and have the highest score and choose each country's HR Korea and give her this visa. So when they come to Korea and they got 3 years visa, right? After that, they'll start to the working with contracting together with their hiring company, right? And after that, 3 years and extend 1 year and 10 months. But after that, how to do, right? There are several options. The first one, the previous is the previous, not a new one. And they go back to Korea, go back your country, home country, and take a EPS test again, or and they go to your country, your brothers and sisters country, and take a special Korean test. It's called 특별 한국어 시험. That is the only way, right? The two of the things. But also there is a sincere worker, the permission. Okay, I'll explain. So when somebody get E9 visa and brothers sisters and get 3 years visa and come to Korea and extend 1 year 10 months, so totally 4 years and 10 months. After that, they have to choose, right? And go back to your home country and take a EPAS topic again and come back to Korea. And second one is special Korean test, 특별 한국어 시험, to take a test and come back to Korea. So if you take the Korean, the 특별 한국어 시험, the special Korean test, you can come to the same and company, right? It's very nice. But third one is, if you work at one company, right? Not two or three companies, during the 4 years and 10 months period, if you work at just one company, right? And before expire your visa, right? And you can apply for the sincere worker. So when you go back to your country and after 3 months, and you can come back to Korea again. It's a basic concept for the current system. And so, the previous the systems, if you go back to your country after 4 years and 10 months, if you change several companies, and you just take a pass and come back, but new policy, it is not allowed. It is not allowed. But also, what is the second one? Nobody knows next year, 2018, the special Korean test will held or not. Nobody knows. This and the information will be released end of this year. So maybe this December we'll give her some of the information about the special Korean test, taking a test or not. But as you know, this year's 2017 special Korean test was cancelled because too many sincere workers. So I think, but I'm not sure because there is no any further information about the special Korean test for 2018. But I think it is not positive next year as well. But it's not confirmed yet. I will give you information this December when the Ministry of Labor or the Ministry of Justice and give some of the information I will give you through the Facebook page. But third one, the sincere worker and they go back their country and come back and within 3 months. So they can stay continuously and come back again and 3 years, and after that 1 year and 10 months extension and come back again a sincere worker again? No. Sincere worker only can use one time only. So if you using already for the sincere worker system, there is no more sincere worker system you can try to. Can you understand? So what we have to do right now? So go back to your country, not allowed again. If somebody who changed company is more than one time, I change another company and take your EPS and come back, no, it is not allowed. But second one, nobody knows what happened 2018 special in the Korean test. Nobody knows it's held or not. But third one, and somebody who are and will go their country after 4 years and 10 months, and already somebody applied for the sincere worker and they can come here within this year, right? But after that, after come back again, why? The Ministry of Labor and Ministry of Justice announced that maximum the period for E9 visa, including and the sincere worker, maximum period is 9 years and 8 months only. What does that mean? When you work at same company and come back with a sincere worker, even though you are very, very good at and working and manufacturing with a sincere worker, but just one time allow you to just sincere worker visa, and also your maximum working period to stay in Korea legally is just 9 years and 8 months only. What does it mean? 4 years and 10 months and another 4 years and 10 months, somebody who holds sincere visa. So it is a maximum. This is the basic information for the sincere worker re-entry policy that I uploaded last week. This is a new one. So, for example, previous, not this one. Somebody who the E9 visa, the brothers and sisters, and after 4 years and 10 months, after that, you pass test again and got 4 years and 10 months. After that, working exactly at the one company, and they come back as a sincere. So 4 years and 10 months. I saw lots of a person who did like this. This means 4 years and 10 months after the taking a UPS test or special Korean test. Not this time, 2 or 3 years ago, like a 2016 or 2015. Right? They're working at the company and they take a test for a special Korean test. After 6 months, they come back again. And they just go back their country because when they come to Korea with a special Korean test with the same company, after that, working 4 years and 10 months and go back their country and come back 3 months after that. Is that all? So what to do after that? There is no any other ways to come back to Korea again. Why? They already use the sincere workers. Even if they have some of the special Korean test, his maximum in a period is already over 9 years and 8 months already passed. So there's no chance. That's why there is a special and the visa change introduced last July 20th. What is this? Or F26 visa. This one is points-based and skilled workers visa and the skilled workers residence visa. Okay, first of all, I'll explain that in E74, but lots of my brothers and sisters and have experience about E74, right? Somebody already applied for this visa, somebody is preparing for applying for this visa within this month or next month, I'm not sure. The Ministry of Justice has announced that August 1st and December 31st allow 300 person can change E9 to E74, right? I explained it before that. So already somebody who would change the company already. There's no sincere workers, sincere workers, and it is difficult to come back again. So when they complete 4 years and 10 months after changing their company, the only way to come back to Korea right now is nothing. So what do you have to do? only way is you can change to E74 or after 6 visa. If not, and also if you changed is over one company, right? To change the company, you have to leave, and very difficult to come back to Korea again. So that's why I just explained E74 and after 6 again, right? E74 is, I explained already, is a bit different from E7 previous visa. E7 previous visa requires road industry or non-road industry. And the road industry need, the first one, 4 years of working with the E9 and more than 1 year at the road industry company. So it means you have to still working at the road industry more than 1 year. The previous E7 visa and topic or KIIP 사회통합 program and the stage or level 2 and up and high school graduate and income 1 year income last year's income like for example if you're applying for E7 previous visa and this year 2017 and you have to show 2016 so previous year's income GNI 80% around the 26 something billion won. If not in non-road industry the same thing 4 years more than 4 years. The second one is 1 year road industry, it doesn't matter. And number 3 is a topic or KIIP, the stage or level 3, and college and all. And also the income is very higher, over 30 to 31 million, depends on the which and industry you are working at. Wow, it's difficult. So what is this? If you are not working at the road industry, it's very difficult to change the E7 previous one because of your education. So that's why the new system has been changed. How to? Okay, 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. E74, 4 years. It's a very, very basic requirement. The second one, okay, road industry, Korean workers, more than 5, except for your boss, okay? And the 3-1 also, if you're working at the road industry, you have to work right now more than 1 year at current company. Almost same thing. This is a basic requirement. It's a basic requirement. But lots of our E9 visa and brothers and sisters, they don't think about it's a basic requirement. Before the points system, you have to meet this requirement. 4 years is very important. And the road industry and the workers, your working place is a road industry. There are over 5 Korean workers and work there. If not, it's difficult to get E74. And also, if you are working at the current road industry company, if you're working at, you have to work this current road industry company over 1 year. It's very strict requirement. If not, you meet this basic requirement, even though your point is higher more than 50 points, it's difficult. Okay? But how about non-road industry? The same thing, more than 4 years, you have to working at the manufacturing field. But second one, road industry and the Korean workers need more than 5, but not non-road industry, Korean worker need over 10. Over 10 the Korean workers need. Number 3 is not applicable. So number 1 and number 2 requirement have to meet, right? Before the checking your points. Okay? Okay. So I'll explain more detailed information about the E74 divided by road industry and non-road industry. I think if I explain this, you can do by yourself, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'll explain. Okay, so E74, a road industry. But I just tried to say something, but somebody called me again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, please don't call me right now. Don't call me. Okay, I'm undertaking the movie right now, so please don't call me. Okay, so we can check the road industry and non-road industry for E74 visa. How to do? I will give you the information. Okay. So I said already the basic requirement. First one, Korean workers over 5. Number 2, you have to work in more than 4 years as the manufacturer, and still you have to more than 1 year of a current company. Basic requirement is something is a non-road industry Korean workers over 10 and 4 years. And it doesn't need it. So 2 requirement if you feel the how to do, right? How to make a point. Okay, there are 2 ways to check out the points. The first one I already explained before, but today I will let you know more detailed information how to prepare for the documentation to apply for E74. How to the road industry, but anything, the same thing as a non-road industry. First income is the required item. Okay, please don't call me. Please don't call me. Okay, income 33 million, 30 million, 26 million, and 10 point, 15 point, 20 points. And the required item second is education. And the bachelor, 20 point. And the college, graduate, associate degree, the 10 point, high school, 5 point. Number 3, age, and 2 to 20, under 24, 20 point, and 29 is 10 point. And 34 is 5 point, and 39 is 2 point. Wow, I memorized everything, right? Number 4, in topic or KIP. Stage 4, level 4, stage 3, level 3, and stage 2, level 2, stage 1, 5. Okay? Okay, explain. I said already, if you have enough points of income, there are some skilled workers tests or other things that ignore it. It's difficult. A skilled workers test is allowed just for road industry, okay, and also Korean technical license, technician license is very difficult. Why? I know one of the person, the Korean, and he graduated one of the Korean universities as electricity, and it requires around 2 or 3 years to pass this the license, right? So technician license is very, very hard. Even like a Korean, like studying like a first grade to the 10th, 12th and grade, and after they go to the university, and after graduate, and during the university degree, and the period, they work hard and study hard, but very difficult to get. Even after graduate, they have to study around more than 2 years to get a technician license. So it's very difficult. So only way to check is just the income, the focus on income. Okay, there are 2 ways. Okay, if your income is more than 26 million won and education, age, and topic and KIP score, and your second one is optional item. If you get more than 10 points of income and education, age, and topic and KIP and optional items together is over 50 points, you have a chance to apply for E74. But look at this. If you don't have enough income is a 2 years average. So if you apply for 2017, need 2015 and 2016. Where to check? Where to check? Income certificate. What is the income certificate? 소득, 금액, 증명원. Where? Tax office. Where? 세무서. So near any and the 세무서, when you visit there with ARC, right? 외국인 등록증, and you bring the ARC and visit you near anywhere in your 세무서, right? And they will issue you a 소득금액 증명원. I think it's 1,000원, like a 1,000 won to issue new the 소득금액 증명원. And also, another tip. So when you get the 소득금액 증명원, is it enough to prove income? Yeah, prove income. But if you apply 2017 and August, you have to bring 2017 January 1st to 2017 and July 31st of your company payslip as well. It's very important, very important. And they will check and 2017 to 2017 and July 31st and company payslip, 월급 명세서 as well. Also, but it's the basic one. But additional one and additional second one is your 2015 to 2015 December 31st, 2016 January 1st to 2016 and December 31st to 2017 January 1st to 2017 July 31st your bank account transaction the certificate as well. What's this? When you visit to your bank, right? Your bank, and you can say like this, right? And they will issue your 통장 입출금 내역서. Certificate for your input or output of your bank account history is very important. So if you just bring a 소득금액 증명원 only, and they will give you okay, we need more documentation to prove exactly you received the certain money from your company. By the checking your bank account, this is very important, very important. So if you just visit there, right, 소득금액 증명원 only, if they request, immigration office request for additional document, before you're submitting this document, an immigration officer hold your application paper and not gonna start to review until your additional documentation to be submitted to the immigration officer. So before that, you have to prepare the whole things in advance. Okay? Can you understand this one? Bring this one and also prepare the additional document. The second one. So if you got more than 26 million won during the 2015 and 2016, except for income, including income, if your total at the points more over 50 points, you have a chance. But if you don't have the income over 26 million won, I think it's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Because why? If you don't have income and education and age and the topic, your score shall be more than 35 points and plus whole optional and required item totally your score, the point shall be over 70. It's almost difficult. So look at this. I will just check. So, for example, if you don't have enough money for 2015 and 2016, and 2, 3, 4, addition of 2, 3, 4 is the points over 35. How to? Okay, if you got the bachelor, wow, good. Your age is, okay, you told it 10, right? Under 24 is very rare. Why? Very difficult to get the 26 million won within 4 years and 10 months. Within this period, it's very difficult to get 26 million won. But there are some E9 and visa brothers and sisters that has the first time come here and the past around the 4 year, but their income is 2 years average income is 26 million won. I saw that, but very rare. So generally, if you got the bachelor degree and your age is 10 points and you finished that TOEFL level 4, KIP and stage 4, the 20, so totally 50. Why? Enough. So how to get the optional item? First one, okay, over 6 years, general manufacturing, the working was an E9 visa over 6 years, just got 10. So, and second one, the 4 years and all, just 5 points. Yeah, I know that. So road industry, and if it's somebody in the working more than 6 years, you got 15 points. But it's a very optional, right? But usually over 6 years, 10 points. And working at 충청남도, 충청북도, 전라남도, 전라북도, 경상남도, 경상북도, or some part of Jeju-do. Except for this, there is no additional. So if you're working at more than 2 years, you got 10 points. So calculate 20, 10, 20, 50 points, and 10, and 10, around 70. But can you meet this requirement? If you can't earn over 26 million won for last 2 years average income, very difficult. Okay, I'll explain the bachelors. Okay, somebody said that I have a bachelor, but I have some of the experience in the Incheon immigration office. So, please don't call me, right? Please don't call me. Just after watching this the session, please, and after that, it will finish around the 3 p.m. After 3 p.m., please call me, right? Please. Okay, look at this. So if somebody got our education and bachelor, right? So how to immigration office to check the bachelor degree? So look at this. Bachelor means the Korean 학사. What means 학사? the psychology and got the bachelor's. So bachelor's is how to get 20 points. How to. The whole bachelor degree and the holders get 20 points? I don't think so. I give you actual and the current situation. If you prove 4 years of a bachelor degree, right? And you got 20, it means if you're the graduate from the one of the bachelor's degree, your countries and universities and less than 4 years. For example, 3 years and 2 years, and the bachelor, the certificate, it is regarded as a college. So you got 10 points. It's actual. It's actual. But somebody said a bachelor's degree, but I just said one of my Philippine and the client said, I have a bachelor degree, right? Wow, I'm sure that you have a bachelor degree. Yes. How long have you been studying this bachelor? For this bachelor, he said 4 years. Somebody said, even they graduate 3 years of a bachelor. They said, I got a bachelor, so I got 20. No, you have to prove it. If you got a bachelor, you have to prove it. I am studying more over 4 years. How to prove it? How to prove it? So, how to prove it? Bachelor certificate original plus Korea Embassy stamp. Well, what's the Korea Embassy stamp? It's called the Korea Embassy consular attestation or consular legalization. It's totally different from the 공증. Somebody said 공증, right? It's notarization. Totally different from the 공증, notarization and consular attestation and legalization. It's totally different. And the notarization is made by notary public. Notary public is a lawyer, right? This is a notarization. But we need Korean Embassy consular attestation. Korean word is 영사확인. You have to remember that. Just lawyer's notarization is not acceptable. Okay? You need Korean Embassy, your country's Korean Embassy, not your embassy in Korea. Just your country's Korean Embassy's consular attestation and legalization. So usually they make the stamp, right? Consular legalization stamp with the copied one. Copy plus embassy and the attestation. Is enough? No. You have to bring original bachelor degree together with the copied embassy attestation. But if the Korean embassy in your country and the stamp, right, like a consular attestation or consular legalization, original stamp into your original and document, the bachelor, the certificate, yes, don't need original one, just to bring this one. But mostly Korean embassy and the stamped on the copied one. So you need original and certificate, bachelor certificate as well. Also, one more thing. Just enough? So if you got the more than bachelor, but master or PhD, don't need additional one, but follow this rule. But bachelor, how to prove it? You just studied over 4 years. So somebody gotta apply for E74 with your bachelor certificate. Original one with copied one plus embassy attestation. Another one, transcript. 성적서. Why? When you bring the UR and the transcript, an immigration officer can see first semester, second semester, first semester, second semester, first, second, and the first and second. Totally 4 years of your working experience, they can see through the document, right? But if you just say, I am graduate from one of my university and I studied over 4 years, can you prove it, this one? There are lots of bachelor's degree, 2 years and 3 years. How to prove 4 years of bachelor's? Need transcript with Korea embassies and stamp, right? This is a very, very important thing. But a lot of our person, they never think about this one. But I have a lot of experience about that. It's very important. Why you have to prepare more detailed documentation? Why? I already explained through the previous one. Look at this. When you apply E74 and receipt, and immigration office give you your certificate of receipt of your application. The second one, they just examination review. So if they need to prove 4 years bachelor, they give need additional document. So when they request additional document, what happened? They just hold your review of the document until your additional document to be submitted to the immigration officer. Even if you just apply for E74 very quickly, like this week or next week, if you don't have enough documentation, until your documentation to be prepared and submitted to the immigration office, your application is hold. Hold meaning is they will not reviewed your E74 is qualified or not until your additional documentation to be submitted to the immigration officer. So, first time when you apply for E74, you need the prepare the whole documentation. Is very, very important to shorten your the review time. Okay, to explain about the bachelor, how about the age? Is American age, right? Based on your passport and topic or KIIP. I'll explain one more thing. I met one of my E9 visa and a brother. I'm sorry. Very, very hot in here. Today is a Sunday, so there's no air condition on, right? You can see it's my sweat, right? It's very, very hot. But for your, the preparation nicely, I just make this movie, right, for our brothers and sisters. Anyway, how about the topic and KIP? You have to choose a higher point, only one. Okay, for example, if somebody got a topic level 2, it's 10 points. Somebody got a KIIP level 3, it's 15 points. Somebody just put together and I got 25 points. No, you have to choose higher point only, even if you have the certificate. So if you submit a higher one, KIP level 3, you got just 15 points only. Not put together, not put together. No, not put together. Okay, just separate, you have to choose one. Got it? Can understand? Okay, so what's this for the optional one? But somebody said 적금, 정기적금. It's totally different from your saving, right? You're saving on your bank account, right? So if somebody to get higher points and borrow some money from your friend, wow, I got like a 10 million one, I got a higher point. But it is not true. 정기적금 is you have to make your agreement, the contract between you and the bank, and the 2 years and 3 years in the period, and monthly, you have to save more than 800,000 Korean won, 80만 won, and the last more than 2 years and all, you have to save. But right now, there's nobody like a plan, like a saving, like a over 2 years to meet their over 3 million won or 60 million won. I think it's difficult. Why? I will explain optional item next time for the after 6. But somebody who is prepared for after 6, right? They need like a 200 million won saving. So somebody that's saving around more than over 20 million won for more than 1 year, but need more than 2 years with the saving, like a regularly with the contracting with the bank. So it is almost difficult right now. But if you have enough time, right? Like 2 years if you left, we can plan, right? We can do it. But right now it's difficult, right? So if you have enough in the E9 visa period, yes, we can make like a 2-year plan to get higher points, right? So it is almost difficult. So what is that we can do is for the optional item, the first one, your working period. Working period. Road industry over 60 years, and you have 15 points. And road industry, you work at around 4 years and all, you got 10 points. And the general manufacturing over 60 years, you got 10 points, and more than 4 years, and 5 points. Except for the road industry over 60 years, but now you have to work it more than 1 year at the company. Okay? Also, additional points for your province. I already explained that province, not metropolitan. This means 광역시. 대전광역시, 대구광역시, 광주광역시, 인천광역시 is not allowed. And Seoul also not allowed for the additional points, and 경기도. Somebody said, I'm working at and Myeon over 2 years, right? I can get additional 10 points. But if you're working at the 경기도, like 경기도 파주시, no points. Check. Higher in the category, like a metropolitan, the Seoul, 경기도 is not allowed to additional 10 points. Even if you're working at over 2 years at the 읍면면. 충청남도, 충청북도, 전라남도, 전라북도, 경상남도, 경상북도, and 제주도 is allowed, right? So, got 10 points. This is the basic information. I give you one more thing more detailedly. Okay. What is the 재직증명서? Right? Certificate of employment. And second one, 경력증명서. Certificate of career. It's totally different. 재직증명서 is your company now. Your company. What's the now? 재직 means you're working at this company right now. So prove I am working at this company. How to prove it? Through 재직증명서, certificate of employment. This is our 재직증명서, right? How? I'm really sorry about that. Please don't call me, right? After 3 p.m. and call me. What is the 경력증명서? It is just for additional point. Two years at the local province. How to prove it? If you are working at the same company like over 60 years or over 2 years and 3 years, you don't need a 경력증명서, right? But if you change your company, right? Current company is a B company, previous company is a company. So your current company is not the 읍면 of 충청남도, 충청북도, 전라남도, 전라북도, 경상남도, 경상북도, 제주도, right? If not, and you need 경력증명서 from previous companies, right? That area, local province. So how to get? need 경력증명서 plus 사업자 등록증. What is the 사업자 등록증? Is business certificate. If you're working at the same company right now continuously, you don't need a 경력증명서, right? Need 재직증명서 plus 사업자 등록증 together. Got it? This one just for if you want to additional points, right? But your current companies and previous company to get 10 points is a different. At this time you need. But if you working at the same company is eligible for getting 10 points, right? You don't need a 경력증명서. Just need a 재직증명서. Got it? Okay, I give you one of the tips too. Oh, it's almost time's over. Okay, how to prove it? You are working over 4 years. How to prove it? How to prove it? You are working 4 years. How to prove it? So, I am here and A company I working 1 year and B company working 6 months and C company like 3 years and 5 months. But I have just remaining my visa like 2 months. What's it mean? When somebody and change their company from A to B, it takes around the max 3 months. 3 months to find a job and make a contract. Right? Also, if the second company to change the third company also, you have to request for the job seeking, right? So you just not working like this period. But most of the E9 visa brothers and sisters just calculate their working more than 4 years as based on their first day to entry. It's not true. 4 years meaning is actual your working period. So if it's during the certain day when you change the other companies, this period is not calculated. So totally, already 4 years, I'm sorry, 2 years. So 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 6 months and 5 months, totally 3 years and 11 months. Right? So it is not 4 years. You have to calculate very carefully, right? So somebody said, I work over 4 years, but I changed 2 company or 3 company. Check, correct your working period like this. Okay? Okay, somebody who is difficult to change the E74 is your point is not enough, right? Based on your remaining period. There is another option for after 6. What is the after 6? Requirement is very strict. So, If you're possible to apply for E74, just try E74. It's the best way. But if you don't have enough points, and you can apply for after 6, right? How to? Basic requirement for the after 6 is simple, but it's very difficult. What is the after 6? After 6 requirement, first one, 2 years average income over 34 million won or 33, but it depends on which field. Second one, over 4 years at the same field. What is the same field? If you're working at agriculture 1 year and manufacture 2 years and 3 year, it is not a 4 year, okay? So same field, agriculture, the fishery, and the manufacture, right? The same field, same industries over 4 years. Got it? So, and third one. If you're working at 4 years and your same field over 3 years, right? Same field. So you can work at the agricultural and the field, right? 2 years, and come back again. Then you got working at the 3 years more than that. So totally plus over 4 years and your same field over 3 years allowed, right? Number 3, topic level 3 or KIIP stage 4 completion. What is number 4? No need education, right? And no need Korea workers number. What is the important thing? Number 4, you're saving over 1 year. How to? More than 20 million won. Okay? So a bit different. E74, if you want to get higher point for your regular savings, you need over 2 years of, and also over 30 million won, and monthly you have to save 800,000 won over. It's difficult, 2 years, right? So if you save, right, 100만 won, right, 1 million won every month, 1 year 12 million, second year 24 million, around 3 years you have to save. But after 6, just the saving, just based on your income, the wage, monthly wage, it doesn't matter. Or house deposit is okay. But E74 house deposit is not allowed. You may not get the point. Owned only, owned. You have to own. You have to buy some land, building or house. But after 6, just saving or house deposit over 1 year. If you prove it, this one. This is a basic requirement. So after 6, no need number of Korean worker. No need. Don't need what? Don't need what? Oh, very hard, very hard. No need the school education. This is the basic one. So, and if you have a chance E74, just try it. If you cannot, and you just make a plan for after 6. It takes around 2 years to plan and proceed it. So what is the difference E74 and after 6 is the last one? What is different? The first 2 years and extend easy. But this one, maybe first 2 years and after that extend difficult. Why? if you got the F6 and apply for the extension of F6, you have to still keep 34 million and all. Your 2 years income and you're saving 2천만 원 more than 1 year. You have to keep this rule again. Very difficult, right? And the second one, and the spouse invitation. E74 allowed. After 6, no guidelines right now. So if somebody got an after 6 and apply for inviting their spouse and children is very difficult. Why? There's no any guideline, but E74 is allowed. Got it? Okay. I complete this session because of the request by the lots of the E9 visa holders, the brothers and sisters who live in other provinces rather than Seoul and Incheon and Gyeonggi-do. So that's why I make this movie today. I hope that next year also, the January 2nd, started to the E74, the visa again, the new quarter, but we are not sure how many and E74 will be given for the next 2018. But end of this year, right? The Ministry of Labor and the Ministry of Justice will be announced to you or the further details of number of 2018 E74 and change, right, quota. So what do you have to do? So I just explained the whole thing. So you already have your point system. So somebody already met, yes, just apply. But somebody need a plan, right? Somebody, right? This year is not enough due to your income, 2 years income. Maybe next year you can try. So if you want to try how to do, you have to make a plan. Without the plan, next year, 2018 is also maybe difficult. You need to the plan for the next year. Or this year, if you're just prepared already, yes, just try. But 2018, if you are possible, yeah, just prepare. Okay, the give you last one. If you have a E9 visa and change to E74, but if you have a bachelor, right, 1 year after, you have a chance to after 7 points-based residence visa. What's the benefit? It's different from the after 6. After 6, cannot bring your spouse, but after 7, you have to get 80 points out of 25, 125. If you have a bachelor, you have a little bit chance if you prepare. So, what's the benefit after 7? Your wife will get after 71. What's this? Your wife can work. So how to do? You just make a plan and save. So if you and your wife's income the totally over 64 million won, you have a chance to find permanent residency. Even if you after 7, you can work, right? And also you can run your business. It's okay. Business together with working, no problem. It's very good. So, if somebody has a bachelor degree and try to change to E74, you have to see further, right? Very nice, and after 7 visa. After 7 is almost very, very powerful visa and very excellent visa. You can do anything you want, right? Okay. And the visa in Korea, and we can consult through E9 to E7 to after 7 to F5. Also, if you want to bring the wife F3 or after 71, we can deal with together. So think and see more widely. there are lots of chance to you, brothers and sisters. But don't focus on just this one. To see the other actual things in the further detail and the benefit to get after 7. Can you understand? Thank you very much for this, and I have another meeting here today, so that's why I have to stop and moving for this case. But I think today's lecture is very helpful for you. Please, brothers and sisters, do yourself. Just do yourself and save your money. But if you don't, just call me. I will let you know how to do. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And I have to, very hot. I have to drink some water and I have to do. But frequently, I will do this kind of the movie in the Facebook and the live and the movie. I will give you. And if you have any certain information, just to give to me, and I just to make this movie for the further understanding for the whole E9 visa and brothers and sisters. And have a good day today, and hope everybody has a chance to get E74 or after 6 visa. Bye bye. Visa in Korea.